Oh, hey Trey, give us a beatbox. No, that's not Trey. That's me. Trey's not here, but he'll be here in a second, hopefully. If not, I'll just have AJ do the beatboxing. Hey AJ, how are you doing this morning? Day,
I'm.
afternoon, night? What is it?
It's morning somewhere.
Yeah. Ooh, yes, that is true. That is true. Well, how? I have a question for you that has nothing to do with anything.
I
Um,
love it.
Out of all the people, all the mermaids you met in your life, what do you think that their favorite buffet is?
Oh,
Is it a
oh,
seafood buffet? Because that'd be weird.
oh! That's so good. I was trying to think of something witty. You totally beat me to it. Oh, I love this. Yes, seafood, but obviously, yes.
Yeah, a
But it's got to be a four-shell star restaurant.
a four shell
Seashell,
star restaurant.
starfish, four starfish restaurant.
Yeah. Would you be doing like? Is there a lot of crab cracking in that situation? I don't crab cracking. Is
Crab
that
cracking. It's like back cracking and crab
yeah.
cracking. Yeah, but only non-speaking fish, obviously, right? Otherwise, Ariel will come for all of our dorsals. So,
Yeah, that would be bad or good. Hey Trey, welcome to the stream.
Gang, gang, how's it going?
woot
Hey,
woot.
What's up,
uh,
AJ?
we only
It's
have
so good
28
to see
seconds
you.
left. Um,
So good to see you too.
Welcome in.
so I'm just pressing buttons, and Trey, are you paying attention
Making
enough
jokes.
to make sure that you press the intro when this
Oh
starts?
yeah, I'll be good.
Okay. Oh, because I'm not in the right place, so I'm
I
trying.
can also push buttons, but I don't think they're going to do anything. So, but it's just an option. If you're like, AJ, we want your emotional support buttons, I'll like find a jacket to press.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you.
That's really catchy.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Trey and me made it. We're fancy people.
Thank you,
That's what we do.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Your lights do look amazing, Trey, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
We were talking about them
Appreciate it.
beforehand.
I was telling her how I upgraded my lights this week.
Yeah,
just
they
to-
look good, man.
Just to show how cool I am compared to you. But you're still
look
better
good.
than me.
So
It's, but we knew that in this
Even-
situation.
Even though it's a fact, it's okay.
Oh, you're crazy, boy.
per usual.
Well, cool. Hi AJ. Hi Trey. You showed
Yo,
up.
yo.
I was glad. I was gonna have to call somebody else.
Right
to
on
do-
time. I mean, it was kind of
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know how that worked
I
out.
know you had to do stuff. I know you're a professional. I mean, what do you got? 80 podcasts at this point. You have a show every single day and hour. This guy's famous.
Yeah. This is when you're just like, a wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Right.
But like, a wizard rapper is never late.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so here we go. What is our headlines of the week, guys? Do you have something, AJ? We talked about this earlier. You ready to go?
I met my fairy godmother.
Nice. Trey, or do you want me to go?
Oh, I got it.
All right.
So believe it or not, I met a mermaid and it wasn't AJ.
Hey!
Hey,
That's exciting.
good.
So get wrecked, Jason.
Magical
Me
creatures all.
and my kids were stranded in my car that was dead.
Oh,
Ugh.
I don't know if this is a highlight or a low of the week.
Yeah.
Depends on if it's in like the washing. You know, when you're in a car wash and it just sounds like you're in a thunderstorm and it's epic and it's great and you could just sit there all day and eat popcorn.
Well,
Otherwise,
I feel
not
like
fun.
if that's the story, you just ruined it. Thanks, AJ.
Oh no!
No, I'm just playing. You're fine.
Okay, good.
All right, what do you think, AJ? Tell us the story. How'd you meet your fairy godmother? Father godmother? Father godmother? Fairy godmother.
Fairy godmother.
Yeah, there it is.
We were at a party and these ladies had they ran a theater and they had a costume closet the size of like a house, and they pulled us all downstairs and gave us full remodels.
Dude.
And so I looked like a Yeti princess with like a fluffy hat and leggings and a cool corset, and it was magical. And then we had to go dance under the moonlight. It was Yes,
That's pretty awesome.
it was pretty awesome.
I feel like at
Skip-
this point, I just want to be hanging out with Yeti princesses for the time of this life.
Right?
Just-
Why not? Live your best life. We can arrange it. I'll send the fairy godmothers to you.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Oh my
Trey.
gosh. Yeah. So I met a mermaid. I think what was it? Yeah, it was this week in a show that I'm watching, and it's called One Piece.
I think we're on the same episodes now, Trey.
I don't like you, Jason, because you speed run a show.
I have nothing
and
better to do with my life.
You can't enjoy it.
I enjoy it.
And
It's
you
awesome.
watch it in dubbed.
Here we go again.
AJ, are you a
Yeah, it's a
anime
shame.
connoisseur?
No, but my husband is, so I hear all about it.
So
So
we
sorry.
have me and Jason. We love anime,
Yeah.
but my boy Jason here watches dubbed, which means that it's English instead of
Yeah.
the original Japanese. For those who did not know that, and I watch subbed, which is the original Japanese with English subtitles because
Which is
it's
amazing.
it's the spiciest of meatballs,
But when
and that's
you
how
have
you get.
2 children, and they're running around, jumping on your face.
I understand.
and kicking you. You miss all the good bits, and so it's like, it's just easier just to do this. And again, it's mainly when I'm feeding my daughter that I have all these things on. But yeah, so.
Ooh, Sandy's popping in. Jamid's popping in. He says, "Let's go."
Sandy!
And Sandy says, "My favorite mermaid ever." Hi, AJ.
My friend.
But yes, so I met a mermaid, and her name was Kami. So she just hopped on the show. I actually didn't meet her in real life. I wish I did, but you can only do so
We're
much.
definitely going to talk about this in a second.
Still counts.
because The Kami situation is frustrating, and I need to talk to AJ about this because it's very bothersome.
I don't know where you're at because
Have you,
you
gotten,
might be.
Have you
well,
gotten to where
you'd
bad
be-
things happen to Kami?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay, well,
So we will hear in a second, but
all right.
go ahead with your highlight, Jason.
Anyways, my highlight is me and my parents, me and my children,
Kids.
got stuck in my car.
Chillins.
What really happened was this morning I was like, "Hey guys, we're gonna go to Goodwill," which my son calls the toy store, because he gets toys.
Same difference.
And then I'm like, "Well, we'll get lunch," and so I carry them all out to the car. This is not an easy process when it comes to taking 2 children into a car is difficult. So I get them in the car, I get them all seat belted in, I walk over to the ignition, start the car, nothing starts. Now my car is a terribly designed car. So no offense to the people that designed it, but you did a terrible job. And what happens is if the electricity is off, it locks the key into the car, right?
No.
And so and the problem with this is that where are your jumper cables? In your
the
trunk,
back of your car.
right?
Yeah. And try.
And how do you
Trunk.
get to your trunk? Do you normally have
You,
a button that you pull or something?
Button, keys.
You don't have like a key for the back though?
I do, but it's stuck in the ignition at this point.
Oh.
And there's
Wait,
no button.
what?
Yeah, because
You couldn't get it
ignition
out?
it locks it in there, and so you can't take it
Oh
out.
my
So
Oh,
it's
that's
stuck in there.
rude.
And then there's a button that unlocks your thing, but the problem is it's a mechanical button. It's an electronic button, so it doesn't actually undo the trunk. So now I have no way to get to the extension cords, whatever it's called,
Jumper cables.
jumper cables. Can't get to the jumper cables. My trunk is stuck. And I'm like, but luckily I'm at my house, so I just walk over, unlock
So that's
the
the
keys,
good portion.
unlock the,
But luckily-
unlock the door, grab my second pair of keys, plug that into the trunk, pull out the thing, and then go upstairs to my neighbor who works from home. And I'm like, "Yo, please, can you give me a jump?" And she's like, "Of course." And so she comes down and gives us a jump, and we were off to see the wizard and got ourselves some. Well, we went to the pizza place and got pizza, and I chased him around. And
But it wasn't
My
Pizza
son-
Planet.
it was not Pizza Planet. My son is
Such a
so
downer.
good at like just befriending people. He somehow got candy from people. Like he just came back with like handful of
It's a
candy.
good life skill.
I'm like, bro, he just I don't even know. I mean,
Jason,
I
he's your
understand
son,
this-
man. You should know this. He has talents, man. So he should get rewarded for his talents.
It totally
And then
is.
technically,
it's
you should
candy.
get a cut.
Well, here's the truth. I've been getting free food for years. It's how I roll. Like Chipotle, 50% of the time, I can get a free burrito from Chipotle
Because you
because I freestyle rap to the people,
look at you.
Oh.
and they'll be like,
I
they'll
need to
be like,
start
"That's
doing
great."
that. I obviously
don't
don't
know if they
rap.
do it anymore, but they actually used to have a thing where they allow you to. They give so much away a day. It was just a part of their stuff. But anyways, enough about my stories. Now it's time for a quiz. Trey, you ready?
Ooh.
It is quiz time. I hope you guys are ready.
Let's go.
Born ready.
Yes.
All right. So we have a nice quiz for today, and it is theme-based. Guess what it is about?
Mermaids!
Mermaids. You got it. So
Aw, Trey asked you to
Jason
do one
is...
about tacos.
You said what?
I asked you to do one about tacos.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry,
mean, both
man.
are a little fishy sometimes. So
Ooh, that was pretty good. I like that.
You're a
I will give you a soundbite here in a second.
no.
Sweet. So we got a couple questions, and they're going to be interesting. And I don't think Jason's ready. And quite frankly, AJ might not be either, but we'll see. We're about to find out. So yes, this will go to Jason first. No, actually, I want this to go to AJ first.
Okay.
What is the main antagonist in Disney's The Little Mermaid? Is it A, Jafar? Is it B, Ursula? Is it C, Joe's Crab Shack? Or is it D, Chevron, as in the oil company?
B, but the real Ursula, but the real life issue is definitely D.
Yeah.
Yes.
Disney was like, we can't put that in. This is for kids. And
Yeah.
like the mermaids, we started a petition, but they didn't hear us. So.
Yeah.
Jason?
I'm gonna have to go with Ursula. Your boy's watched Little Mermaid way too many times in his life.
Good movie.
All right. Well, you guys both
Kiss
got
the
that
good.
correct. And I love AJ's answer with Chevron. So, you know what? She gets another point. So there. She gets 2 points.
No, that's the thing we do.
Extra credit points.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm the
All
one
of
running
the
the
above.
quiz, so AJ gets 2 points. So anyway, moving on. Well, technically you guys are tied right now, but not really, you know.
No,
'cause-
it's an extra
Yeah.
point. It's two,
Yeah.
it's 2-1. I see. I see
I'm
what
splitting
you
the
did there.
competition.
You can do whatever you
It's-
want. It's your quiz.
And so, yes, so this next one, I will go to Jason
Okay.
and say, and ask you, where did the mythological origins of the mermaid stem from? Is it A, Russia,
Okay.
B, Greece, C, Brazil, or D, Lebanon?
It's from it's from Greece.
You sure about that?
I'm 100% sure about that.
Okay. AJ, what do you say?
Okay, so you said Greece, Lebanon,
Russia
Brazil?
and Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Brazil because there's river mermaids. I mean, there's like so many ancient ones everywhere because there's some in like Mesopotamia and Russia. So I'm split between like Russia and Brazil, but I'm gonna go with Brazil. But we do have the Rusalkas in Slavic, so
Wow.
Man, this
okay,
is-
Brazil. Sorry,
Okay.
is it Russia?
It is
Should I go
not.
back?
It's
Lebanon?
Greece. It is Greece.
Oh, dude, nice
Yeah.
work.
So-
Homer actually talks about it in the Odyssey, and it's one of the first times.
Yeah. And so,
Sure.
yeah, so it is Greece. You guys are tied right now. I really
Yeah.
don't want to do that because AJ knows
No.
way more
It's
than
so
I do.
good.
No,
You
no.
got it
the-
right.
Here's the truth, Trey. If I was doing the quiz, she'd get an extra point for just those sweet stories. I did not know there were. When she said Brazil river mermaids, I was like, oh, great.
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't just exist in one part of the world. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure
but
they're everywhere.
if this was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would have lost $1 million.
Sadly,
So
yes.
you get the point.
But good
Well
luck.
done.
I mean, good job because you didn't lose technically anything. This is just a quiz and for fun. So,
It's true.
so in this next question will go to AJ, and I cannot wait to hear. Oh, wait. Did I do Jason or AJ just
It's
now?
AJ's turn.
Okay, sweet.
It's
So
you
then,
can change it all you want, dude.
you know what? No. I want you to go next, Jason. So,
Okay.
what is the difference between a mermaid and a siren? This is an open question.
Aw.
Please use 12-point font in Times Roman, double space.
and it's due in 30 seconds.
Well,
So,
the true answer to this is the reason. This is Trey. This is probably where the quiz needs to go. It's just open answers because it'd be great. Anyways, I would say, from all of my extensive nervousness or knowledge about mermaids and sirens, who have been in my dreams many a time,
okay.
I would say the reason that sirens are different is that they're not as cute and they sing a lot more than mermaids. Though there is Ariel, but I think truthfully, in this situation, sirens are more of a deadly beast that sings compared to a fun-loving crab hanging out with mermaid.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
my answer.
All right. I appreciate that. AJ, I want to hear your answer.
Yeah,
AJ
I just
plays
also want to
Florida.
say that was legit. Yes, I vouch for that. For me, sirens are the ones that eat the humans or drown the humans, and the mermaids are the ones that just chill. But sometimes there's some overlap because there's only so much of like overfishing and oil that you can throw in the ocean before the mermaids are like, "This is my turf. Please leave." And then sometimes there's unfortunate accidents. So I'm a mermaid. Don't eat humans. Don't
Unfortunate
kill
accidents.
humans. But you know, this is how the things go.
I
Apparently.
think that when it comes to my
Under the
luck
sea.
with relationships, if I was to date a mermaid, it would end up being a siren. And it's just where
Oh
it
my
would be.
gosh.
There's some stories where they start as mermaids and then they turn into sirens, and there's some
And there's a
humans that
chance-
turn in. So
And there's a 100% chance it would be my fault. I understand that part, but I'm just telling you, my luck, that's what would happen.
that's right.
All right, Jason, I was going to give you a hard time, but you guys both get a point for that one. I enjoyed both those answers. So I think they were both on point and they were good because I knew AJ was going to say that they can both go either way. But I like both answers, so you guys are both tied right now.
All right.
I approve this message.
Yeah. So,
Mermaid approved.
there you go. So AJ, this one goes to you. When was a mermaid first discovered or mentioned? Was it A, 1000 BC, B, 500 BC, D, 500 AD, or excuse me, C, 500 AD, or D, 1000 AD? So you got 1000 BC, 500 BC, 500 AD, and 1000 AD.
I think it was 500 BC.
Okay.
I want to say like 1500 somewhere, but that wasn't an option. So I'm going to go with 500.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Jason?
I have no idea, and I'm just gonna say 1080, and I know I'm totally wrong, but that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well,
We're both wrong.
yes, you guys are both wrong.
Is it 1000 BC?
It's 1000 BC.
Even older.
That
Yeah.
makes no sense.
So yeah, it's 1000 BC. That's where I got my information. At least I could be wrong, but for the sake of this
You're
quiz,
totally
Go
right.
back to 1000 BC in your time machine. Is that how you checked it out?
yes. And her name was okay. So anyway, so I was just gonna
She's
create
my new
something, but I just moved on.
Here she
Uh,
is.
Yeah.
Pulls out like a giant aquarium.
Yeah, I just roll it in. I just like pull
My
it in
new
from the side.
girlfriend. Here she is.
Wow. Jason, I want you to finish these lyrics for me,
Oh no!
Yes!
and you can actually you have to sing it.
Sure.
AJ, I would love for you to sing as well, but I want
Back
Jason to go first.
Totally.
Great.
I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
Who's it and what's it galore?
Okay, AJ, go next.
I got thinking of us. I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was
I
awesome.
meant for you to just finish what I started, but AJ gets the point because I don't care.
Trey was
I feel like Jason should get half a point because
He
you
gets
got
half
to
a
think
point.
of what
Trey
next.
was
Okay.
worried
Okay,
because
good.
he was like, Jason actually knows this song.
I
Dude,
was like,
told you.
Jason got the
My
freaking
favorite
correct
song
answer.
is my favorite.
If somebody
song
has a
is
3-year-old, they know the Disney song.
We haven't watched Mermaid much. We watch Moana a lot.
She's
but
great, too.
Little Mermaid not as much. But yeah, and Kiss the Girl is my favorite song on there. Which I guess at
Oh
this
my
point
gosh.
would be totally wrong. But I realized at that time, you got to kiss the girl. Anyways.
Also, Ariel's all about it though too. So she's using what's around her to be like, "Here's the sign." You know,
Yeah,
I mean, she can
I want
write,
you
but
to
does
kiss
she
me, yeah.
remember? No,
Mm.
kind of klepto, but we. don't
So
talk about that
Jason, I have to say I'm impressed. I'm gonna give you half a point for that,
Okay.
but AJ is gonna get the point for completely almost finishing the entire song, but it's fine.
Did you see
So
that
congratulations.
We're answering people's dreams here, Trey.
Oh,
Oh,
phenomenal.
you guys need to have her on. She's like a rock star bartender.
Yes.
She's just one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. So
Sounds like we
Chandler,
have our
I'll
next
connect
guest.
you after. But yes,
please.
she's amazing. So
Awesome.
AJ, congratulations. You've won the mermaid quiz.
thank you. I will touch water. I have to hydrate. My heart is so happy. I accept.
Wow.
That's awesome. But that actually finishes our quiz portion of the show. Take it away, Jason.
Yeah, no, great job, Trey. It looks like you actually spent more than a minute doing that quiz, so I appreciate
Yes,
it.
5. I'm just
Wikipedia's got lots of info.
That is amazing. But yeah, so I was talking to AJ. I'm so excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being here. As I said, I've seen you on all the other shows that you've been on, and I always appreciate you. And Trey talks very highly about you. He thinks you're pretty awesome too.
He's pretty rad too.
He's got to interview you a few times in those shows.
Yeah. We go way back.
But you know, I was talking to you. What's something that we can make for a better year? And you gave me an amazing answer, and I had to cut it down so it actually fit in the in the intro or in the poster. So what the answer I came up with was give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Please explain. And it
that's
was funny
phenomenal.
'cause even as I sent you the thing, you were like, you know what? I read what you just wrote. And it made me realize I have to give myself grace. Could we reschedule our show? And I was like, "Amen. Let's go."
Yeah. And thank you for that, because I'm in the process of writing my book, and so we did reschedule. So I appreciate the grace very much. But especially as things are opening back up and we're navigating, grace is this space of understanding and putting off like retribution or anger or judgment and saying it's okay and you can be here, and there's kindness and compassion in that middle of it. And so it's kind of like a paradox, right? We're a lot of times told like it's either or, like you're either pain and it's got to be hard and brutal, or it's like it's easy and you're being lazy. But it's like, oh hey, like maybe we can have some grace that we're all trying to do the best we can with what we've got. And you know, like a whole pandemic where people are afraid they're going to die and going outside and wearing masks and having to adjust their schedules, and like our bodies store all of that fear, all of that anger, all of that frustration, even if we're like, I'm fine, but there's like a, I'm fine and the, I'm fine, you know? And so right now our bodies are like, okay, we'll go out. And so sometimes our bodies are going to have reactions, you know, or like that anxiety or stress, or even if it's just little things of adding more things to your schedule, right? As more things are in person, you got to drive again. You're like, why am I so tired? Or why am I so like frustrated or like antsy? Or this person just wants to go to this. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but your body's telling you it is. So my encouragement today is that we listen to our bodies and what our souls are asking for, and we meet it with a little bit of kindness and just ask ourselves, hey, what do you need right now? You've got a lot of big emotions. Treat ourselves like toddlers. Do you need a nap? Do you need sleep? Do you need some food? Need some sex? Like, you need some prayer time with Jesus in the forest? Like, what do you need? And then like, go do those things. Yeah, like whatever. So one of those 5 things will usually do the trick. Help your body resort. So
the new book coming out.
yeah. I actually do say that in my new book.
Oh,
not
sweet,
gonna lie.
sweet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was your newest notebook.
Only one book.
You know, it's funny.
Not ready.
I was thinking about this today. I went and took my kid to a pizza place, and I went to one pizza place, and they didn't have a buffet, so I had to stick all the kids back in the car and go. And so then I started driving through the parking lot, and as I'm driving through the parking lot, I see another car, and he's backing up, and I think he's like trying not to.
Told me this story.
He's trying not to hit like a lawnmower, I guess. And so I go then and turn into this parking spot, and I sit there. Well, he doesn't move. And then he walks, and then somebody knocks on my window, and he's like, I was going to park there. And and in my head, I was going to say, oh, sorry, I just parked here to get out of your way. And instead I said, you need to get out of my way.
Did you really?
And I was like, no, that's not what I was trying to say. I don't know what just happened.
He said, sorry, man. Please don't hurt me.
I'm not a small person. And so you see, you need to get out of my way. And I'm like,
I'm sorry, man.
I was trying to say, I wanted to get out of your way.
I have a wife and kids. Sorry, man.
You need to get out of my way.
I got kids in the back. Don't try me.
He just looked at me and he went, cool, man. And went back to his car and moved.
Get out of my way, Kevin.
Oh, I was like, gosh. And I was like, Jason. And then I literally said, you got to give yourself grace. You haven't interacted with anybody for like 2 years. It's fine. but still.
Oh, I'm so proud of you for giving yourself some grace in that moment. Oh,
But yeah, no, and I think that's an amazing. I think actually that answer kind of answers what I think about you. Like you're the kind of person that wants to think about those things, wants to take care of some stuff that people would normally consider. And I think that's an amazing thing. Like as you even said that this is in your new book, but you've been spending lots and lots of time writing. You want to talk about that a little bit?
yeah. Writing a book is no joke. If you want to, give yourself like 3 years.
Yeah. Not 2 weeks.
I was like, yeah, this will be no big deal. A year from now, 3 years ago, and now I'm like, we're almost there. But yeah. Have you heard about red tents or
I have, but
yeah.
there's probably
I guess
amazing
people who
friends
haven't.
have. Please.
From you, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair. So red tents are sacred spaces where women gather to share stories and just be like, hey, this is me, without having to be performing or be on or have the right answers, and just kind of show where they're at. And women have a lot of stories about their bodies as well that don't often get shares of orgasms or births and miscarriage and all that. Just sorry, I know we're clean. Trying to be as PG as possible. But yeah. And a lot of people feel isolated and lonely and anxious and depressed because they feel like they can't talk. And so red tents are a space where we dive into topics like boundaries and vulnerability and all these tools of embodiment of how to be fully embodied people together vulnerably. And it's just beautiful. It's just my favorite thing in the world. And so the book it's a red tent in and of itself, taking you through different themes. And then there's tent scripts inside of it. So you can lead your own tent.
That's
And I
awesome.
mean, anybody, you can be any gender and take it and do it and lead your own groups or circles. And just so we can have deeper communities and more vulnerable friendships as well, where we can meet each other without having to be like, it's fine when it's not. And that's okay too.
You were mentioning that you thought it was going to be easier than it ended up being. What was one of the hardest parts about writing a book, especially with something that you created? So,
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah. So red tents have been around for a long time. So I'm just a part of the movement as a whole. But book proposals are like 40 pages of basically selling yourself in the book and being like, hello,
Wow.
I've done marketing research and people will want this. And here's a summary of everything I've ever thought in my life. And here's chapters and the layout of the book. And so I'm really glad I did it. But honestly, the book proposal itself took me legit a year to write.
Wow.
And then that got accepted. I got picked up by a publisher in October. Shout out to Clearfork Publishing. Thank you.
Woo!
And then I kind of had a first draft written that I'd written in the span of 6 months. It was just I set 30 minutes alarm every morning, Monday through Friday for 6 months and wrote 60,000 words. And I was like, I wrote a book. And then after I turned in my proposal, I was like, okay, it's a first draft. How bad could it be? And I was like, oh, this is a stormy first draft. Okay. And then we went into book mode. So now it's with the developmental editor. I get it back on Tuesday. And then it's another 2 weeks of head down, edit quick. And then it comes out in September. So we're almost there.
That's so awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
That's
Thank
so
you for
awesome.
asking.
That is
I wanted to get to the comments really quick, Jason.
no.
So Sandy is saying, Chandler's a bartender. You had me at bar. This was a while back when you were plugging Chandler.
Yeah. And she's a good teacher too. So she could teach you all the things.
Oh, awesome. It sounds like she's our next guest. So
Yeah.
Well, we're pretty booked for Trey, but yes, should be. On
I
our
mean,
list.
down the road.
She will be a future guest. Yeah.
Correct. Jaime Pina hopped in. He said she's a beautiful soul. Talking to you, obviously. And then Echo.
She's so
is coming in.
awesome.
That's an amazing first name.
Yeah.
Red tints are so cool. So glad AJ introduced me to them. Jaime's popping back in. Come on, AJ. The chapter read was so vulnerable.
Yeah. Jamie edited a chapter for me.
That's so awesome.
So Jamie will be noted in the book of like
Ooh.
fabulous helper.
He was talking to me quite a bit about that, and I got to hear some of the verbiage, and I am ready to partake in reading the book. AJ, I'm excited. And then Chandler's popping back. Is it Chandler or Chandler?
Chandler.
Chandler, perfect.
Yes.
And she is asking, is the book available for pre-order?
It will be in August. or July. Probably August, because it comes out September 21st, 22nd. So
Perfect.
fall equinox. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. We're going to have a launch party and do some dancing in the woods and celebration and giant red tent. Like, as many people want to come and big potluck. And, oh, it's just going to be great.
Wow, that sounds like a
I mean, why not?
extravaganza.
Right?
And is this in Texas?
Yeah, San Antonio.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Guess
Do
we
they-
can come to the party.
Yeah.
Do they need a DJ by chance?
I think we do. Yes.
Hey,
We'll make it happen.
if this happens, AJ,
We'll have
this
an
will be
after party, right?
this will be the first time me and Trey has actually met each other in like 4 years.
Oh,
Seen
well,
each
then
other
you
in
gonna.
photos.
Yeah.
It's been
I'll
a
be
grip.
I'll be the red thread that brings you two together. We'll type it out.
Hey, will we have to have a live show, Trey?
I guess so. I mean, you might have to take care of the podcast while I'm DJing, but
Yeah. No. At a different point, we wouldn't have it during her thing. We would have our own live show for people to come see. Anyway, sorry.
It could be like
dreaming.
the like the Muppets, the old guys in the stands. Hoorah, gather tonight. Oh, potatoes. I don't know. They said super witty things. I'm not that witty on the
people
fly.
start laughing out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Chandler's saying, "Sign me up for the forest drink dancing. I'll bring drinks."
And she lives here in Texas too.
Awesome.
There you go.
Actually, this is a good idea. Chandler, yes.
Echo saying yes to dancing in the woods. And Sandy said, "Did you mention what the book was about?" Had some interruptions.
Yes.
Yes, we did. So you're gonna have to catch that in the rerun.
Red tents, vulnerability, friendships.
Nice.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, in a nutshell. Oh, thank you, Chandler.
Chandler's
Yes.
popping in. AJ is also a spectacular line dancer.
It's one of the top things on my personal resume.
Nice.
And then Echo is saying, "Just make it a festival."
You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole
Why not?
weekend. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
It should be the Frozen Man instead of. I'm here all week, folks. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want it to be filled with joy
Man,
and
people
fun.
are popping off about the book. This is awesome. You're getting some
I'm
traction here.
so happy. Thank you, friend.
And it's not even out
Yeah.
yet.
I know. Yeah. But this is good, right? Like what do you call it? Not the motivation, but getting the excitement going.
The trepidation.
It's all good. This is like what I feed off of when I'm like mid edits and just like crying. I'm like, are these true words? Are these real words? Is this a real sentence?
Echoes say the Frozen Man Festival is so weird. Apparently
We're
that's a
gonna
thing.
work on the name. Yeah.
Wait, is that an actual thing?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Well, everybody's
I
about
thought
to
she
look it
just
up.
meant like I thought she just meant like the
cool
the
man.
name.
The I don't know.
Okay, there's a Frozen Dead Guy Days.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a world-renowned spectacle,
Oh.
Ooh.
and it pays homage to Brettel Morstol, who is frozen
Did he
in
freeze his
Netherlands. He died
Did
of
he
a heart condition, I guess.
Did he freeze himself so that when they create reanimation, he can come back?
Yeah,
that's
like
a
the
thing.
Cairo, like the cheat Cairo. Like I don't want to go in the thing. I'll just hop in the lake.
Yes, I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, we'll workshop the name of the festival. Guys.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Progress.
It's in
English.
workshop. We'll
Yeah.
workshop it.
Yeah. Hey, she has a festival, then we can have the live podcast.
I'm just saying.
Man,
Might
you
as
should,
well.
you should just heck, you should just do it. I mean, like
I feel like
first to start the book, then
Yeah.
I mean, make it something
Just a
that's
yearly
an annual-
festival?
yeah, an annual thing.
just dancing those. Honestly, I'm here for it. I'm gonna be mulling.
Like, here's the thing: dancing and sharing your feelings sounds like a very weird festival.
Sounds legit to me.
It
Like
sounds
we
fun
stop
to
the
me.
music and then someone screams out how they feel right then. and
I'm
so angry.
But
Is
if
there-
you've ever like just like gutturally yelled, there is something to just like getting it out of your body and being like just that anger, because sometimes it's just like this, and letting your body release it, and then you're like, okay, actually I feel a little betrayed. I don't feel angry. I just feel manipulated and betrayed. We're gonna defriend him. You know, and then you're like, okay, you can make logical thoughts again.
And then you have a knock outside your door, and it's like, "Ma'am, is everything okay? We
Yeah,
just called the
so-
cops." No, I'm fine.
I was gonna say this was fine before I had kids, and now I have kids.
No.
When I do the Ronald Green, my 3-year-old runs in the room and goes, "Daddy, are you okay? Are you okay? Here, give me a hug, Daddy." And I'm like, "No, I'm fine, dude. I just needed to scream." You try to throw pasta into my pants. I'm a little frustrated at the moment. didn't want.
What?
The key is doing it in the car on the highway.
Yeah.
Then nobody hears you, and you can throw out the Viking music and just be like,
Dun,
"Yes!"
dun.
Yes.
Have the kids hop in.
Yes.
They'll appreciate it too, because you're just like licensed to yell for 2 minutes. They'll take advantage.
I
And then they'll
actually,
fall asleep.
speaking of Vikings, I actually have been getting into a lot of like that type of genre music, and well, like sea shanties and whatnot. Like
yes.
that's have also been a thing, but before TikTok made it famous, I was listening to them. Not saying I'm a hipster, but
I hear you.
You're a
I
hipster.
got into like all that. I don't know, just like the Nordic horns and like all these different things.
Like
gets me,
denim and
tribal. I don't
wardrobe.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just a random tidbit. You mentioned it. Thought I'd throw it in there.
No, I have favorite Viking music, so I will send you my list, or I'll throw it in the comments after this, because yes,
We might
I
have
get
to
feelings
share.
of Viking music. I'm with you. Yes.
Okay. I like a little bit of everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of Vikings, a little bit of torture. It's all the same.
no, not torture.
Oh, you said a little bit.
That was too far.
There's
Bring it
not,
back.
there's not torture music.
I mean, of course it exists, I guess, but not.
So I remember
I have
when
to ask somebody in a dungeon and be like, "What do you listen to on the weekend?"
when I was a kid, they had when I was a teenager, they had gangster rap, right? And then somebody decided, yeah, I know, they gangster rap, and then there was this group called the Grave Diggers, and they released death rap.
Oh.
And so they just talked about zombies and death and things, and that was their rap
Interesting.
songs.
That's fair.
It was interesting. Anyways,
Huh.
Speaking of death, did you know there's death doulas? Like there's people that guide you through the grieving process.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually,
What are they called?
death
Death
doulas?
doulas.
Interesting.
Trey heard Death Duelist, and he was just imagining
I was like,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, I did not.
Comes for you
I was
tonight.
thinking of jousting. I was thinking of jousting. I was like,
okay.
they're still doing this? Like underground jousting matches?
Also on the Tuesday nights.
Oh,
Yes. Isn't that not everyone's Tuesday night?
that was great. Well, is there anything else about the book before we move? I want to talk about I want to talk more a little more about something else. But anything else about the book you want to tell people about?
No. You can too write a book. Just give yourself lots of grace, space, and time. A little bit at a time. You eat an elephant, one bite at a time.
We had a guest a few weeks ago, and Phoenix, and he was like, "Yeah, I've published 20 books," and he was like, "But the truth is,
Yeah.
wait for this. The truth is I have 90 books that I've written in 7 years. 7 years. I know
How long are his books?
they're not short. I do not know how long they
That's a
are.
good
but,
answer.
Wow.
But yeah, no, our brains were exploded like your head right now. He said that he just does all dictation. Like it's just all to his computer dictating things all day. I was like, well, I have a friend who writes books and he's like you. It's like, I gotta do it. Phoenix sounds like a admiration of awesomeness, but that's crazy. But anyways, when you were talking about the red tents, I was thinking, here's the thing is I am an emotional dude. I like to talk about my emotions. I like to have so why am I not invited to the red tents? I don't understand. And then you told me about your new thing that you have going on. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Where I'm allowed to come.
Yes. The Joy Guild. So the Joy Guild is a membership group I created for artisans of life, as I'm calling them, of people who are looking to create wonder and possibilities and joy inside their lives, and open for all genders across the spectrum. I know, right? And so we have a monthly guild tent, and it's all online virtually too, because there's people overseas and in Europe and all places that are like, I want to come to a red tent, but I'm not in San Antonio. And so this way everybody can participate.
We have virtual red tents.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been running virtual red tents throughout the
there you go.
pandemic. Yeah, as well. But now we have an option for everyone. And so our theme this month is embodiment, and it's actually tomorrow night. And so we have like a guild tent. It's like a 1.5 hour interactive kind of workshop where we do journaling and sharing and questions, and sometimes the meditation or like a little art, soul art. You know, you kind of like dig in and then you paint what you see. Digging in sounds like we're painting with our blood. We're not, just like soul digging, soul searching. Yeah, it's like I don't know what intention.
It's not a ritual. We just paint.
No.
It's watercolors, guys. It's fine.
Yeah,
Disclaimer.
Fine. Thank you. And then we have a meditation that I record each month, some teaching, and then we have a community on and off Facebook, because some people are just like, I can't do Facebook right now. I get it. So, and then we have a kind of a group coaching call and then a group hangout evening. So it's actually pretty involved. And it's $29 a month. So it's $10 more than a regular tent, and you get a whole community and all of the tents and all of the meditations we've done up to now and teachings. So it's like a little library of like magic awesomeness.
Wow.
Library of magic awesomeness. Yep.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So you're welcome to join us. We'd love to have you.
That was a good thumbs up. Bam.
Watch out.
That's amazing. I think that you inspire me, because you're like, I'm just gonna do the things I love, and I'm gonna let the whole world know about it. And that's an amazing thing. I said, so like thinking about you writing the book, thinking about you creating the red tents when pandemic happened, like I'm gonna have to do something. I can't meet together anymore. Let's do something else. And then now creating the Joy Guild. It's like that's just an amazing thing as a creator myself. Seeing that is inspirational, because it's like, and we haven't even got to one of the coolest things that people know you for is being a mermaid.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah. You have a giant tail behind you. How would you forget?
It's not on me. That's how I forget.
You were just waiting for me to say other amazing things about you. You're like, just bring it on. Yes,
no, it's just like the
yes.
book is a big deal right now. So
No. But yeah, no, that's an amazing thing. But before I get there, Trey, is there any questions you would like to ask AJ?
Well, I just wanted to speak really quickly on what you said in the very beginning when you hopped on with just listening to yourself, listening to your cues, listening to, because like I feel, so I just found out that I'm a type 7 Enneagram.
Me too.
Surprise. That's so awesome. That's really cool that we match in that way. So we now know each other on a different level. So I feel like I get overwhelmed because of myself all the time. Yeah. And I am involved in so many different things, and I can't juggle it. And it's very hard. And I'm not a scheduler, and I am not like someone who is always on top of everything. So when you said to listen to yourself, like it's okay to take a break. Like you even mentioned, I'm not sure which show you were on. I'm pretty sure I was a part of it, but you mentioned to kind of take, I think it was Strange Connections, but you talked about taking a break from social media. You talked about, what did you call it?
Sanctuary days.
Yeah, it's where you take pauses away from things. You're like not going to touch it. You're not going to do anything. And I honestly probably should start doing that, because I need to start eliminating stuff that is normally in my schedule certain days of the week, so that I can focus on those things that I need to be focusing on. Because quite frankly, I need to give myself grace in that area, because I feel like I'm just so overwhelmed with like all the stuff that I'm a part of. But yeah, I just wanted to talk on that. Just saying that, because I really appreciated what you shared earlier. So
yeah, do we have like 3 minutes? Can we dig into that real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
A question I'd be curious to ask you is like, okay, you're craving a little bit of rest, right? Like you're realizing there's a lot of plates. So what do you need? Like, do you need like 2 days to step back and like make a list of everything that you're doing and be like, okay, what do I need to give up? Because there's only so many plates, you know, like a Chinese plate spinners. Like there's only plates we can spin. Like, do you need those 2 days to step back, or is like, what do you feel? What feels itchy or off?
I feel that I'm coming in short. And what I mean by that is like most of the things I have, I'm spread out, so I can't devote everything or my full attention to in a timely manner, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I think if I were to take those 2 days, it would have to be like literally writing out what I need to be focusing on
Yeah.
instead of keeping it up here so I can put it on paper. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of The Artist Way by Julia Cameron?
Nope.
So I think
just
you'd
did.
really like it. Yeah. Whoop. But so one of the things she says is that we're creative beings and we're creative people, and that we have to tend like our inner child and like nurture ourselves and play. Because as adults, it's like go, go, go all the time, right? But like we're not machines. We can't go. Even Ariana Huntington in Thrive is like, human batteries need recharging. But I would highly encourage you, and this is something I do and has been game changing for me, is 3 pages of free writing every morning. And the stuff that your brain is holding on to, because our brains are hoarders, right? Like Ariel. And they're just like, let me hold on to every memory, everything, every problem, every date I have coming up. And if you put it all on the paper, your brain is going to be like, oh, okay, what's next? What's the next right thing? And so doing those 3 pages helps me get clear. And then even if it's a chill planner, having it down on paper can really help let your brain relax. And then you can see like, do I really want to do this? No? Can I delegate? Can I say no? Can I? Yeah. So I'd highly encourage you. Because yeah, if you're like, I just want to put it down on paper. Yes, do it. Schedule those 2 days and like your body is going to react, right? Because we're addicted to social media. Like I am as well. On my social days, I'm like, oh, hello phone. And then nope. And then I'm like, oh, hey. And I'm like, how does it keep getting in my hand? It's like glue.
It's notifications.
But like let people know and give them a heads up. But Sanctuary Days has been game changing. So yeah. And also I'm really proud of you for saying that and acknowledging that, because that's a really big deal to say, hey, I'm overloaded. And as 7s who run on the excited energy, we can be moving outwards and inwards, be like, my battery's at 20%, battery's at 10, battery's at 5. Okay, I'll keep going. Battery's at like, and then we burn out.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
good job catching it now. That's huge.
Wow. I really appreciate that. And I honestly am going to sincerely take that into consideration and start planning some stuff out.
Yeah. And if you want an accountability buddy, or like you just want to be like, AJ, I did the thing today, like I will high five you and fangirl you to kingdom come. So yeah.
Aww.
I might just do that.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Totally.
much. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
And here,
My
guys,
That's
pleasure.
awesome.
here, guys, is a little snippet of what looks like what the Joy Club looks like. Joy
Yeah,
Club looks like.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, that's what we do. Yeah. Joy giggled.
Trey just got into commercial.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you for
amazing.
being here. But yeah, we have a whole hour every
No.
Saturday in the group convo to do exactly this of like, here's
And
what I'm struggling with.
that's amazing to be able to like even see you do that, like to see you kind of just listen and just that's amazing. One thing I do have to say that is not serious. How do I get a chill planner in my life? Like
Yeah.
who's doing that? Who's a professional chill planner that's helping me get chill at all times? I
Yeah.
need that guy.
So I don't know if y'all have Five Below. In your
no, it's a
house?
thing.
Yes. Yep.
Five Below. Yeah. Well, okay. So there's chill planners. Like there's people who are planners who are chill, but very organized.
That's what I
But
was
if you
looking
would
for.
like a paper planner that's
okay.
chill.
No, I thought
yeah.
I knew what you're saying, but then I was like, imagine if that was the guy's job. His job was to get you to chill, and that's his job. He's just like, I schedule your chill times.
I mean, they do call them massage therapists, and they're fantastic.
Dang it. That was right off the cup. You're like freestyling to us.
I have one
Killing
of those when I
it.
go to
I
the
mean, I'm
chiropractor.
learning from the best, right? If this is my like 3rd time on with y'all, and I haven't like, if I'm not on it, they're gonna be like, you can't come back, AJ. You slacking.
You could literally
lucky.
talk about absolutely nothing, and we would want you back every
You're
time.
so
AJ.
entertaining.
Aw.
Yes.
You could talk about the color purple, and I would listen to every bit because it's my favorite color. So anyway,
We have 5 minutes on the color purple. Go. No, I'm just
no.
My hair used to be purple. There's purple. No, I'm just kidding.
My son would appreciate this. It'd be like a kid's AJ's Purple, the kid
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Well, I do think it's that time, Trey.
What time are you talking about?
Probably that time that you're not prepared for.
I mean,
That-
which one of you? I don't know what you're talking about, Jason.
Wait, Is it the time for you to show everybody your new mermaid tail that you got, merman tail?
Do you have a tail?
That you
just got
made for yourself?
You just got AJ's hopes up for no reason because I don't have a tail. Blame him, not me.
See,
Okay, you got
Wait,
AJ
wait.
over here.
Wait, Trey, go check your door.
My door.
Wouldn't that be
Dude.
great if I got you a customized tail?
Ding ding ding.
Okay.
They do make tails for under $100. This is arrangeable.
I was gonna say, AJ, how much does a normal tail cost? Because I doubt Jason will be throwing one my way. So
That's it.
Oh,
Tails can start at like $100, and then they go up to like 10
they
grand.
start. Oh my.
Hey Trey, I'm crafty. I can make you a tail. You know me.
But it's a business expense. If that makes you feel any better. Like I can write mine off on my taxes.
You're joking. That is
No.
amazing.
Those are
No,
shocking.
because it's my business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, does business insurance cover it when your movers break it?
No.
No.
No, there's no-
I'm
But-
assuming that happened.
Yes.
Oh.
Nobody covered it.
The
But
fact that
somebody
you-
did buy it, my tail from me, and they were able to fix it. So I had a happy ending. But she's
There we
good.
go.
So yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That. There you go.
For just like when you do get a tail, just so you know these things.
Awesome. That is actually good to know. But I think Jason is talking about.
it's time for question of the day. All right, and so plot twist, Jason. I Green God is back. I don't know what happened. I guess it
Maybe-
was last week.
Maybe I Green God took a sanctuary day. Maybe he's just listening to AJ's.
Well, he
advice.
deleted all of his tweets, I guess.
He was like, I just need a sanctuary. I'm going to start over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody needs sanctuary days.
So this actually might be
Change
a
your
good
voice.
This is great.
No, I want to keep talking like this.
Okay.
I will also talk like this.
I had no idea it was still on. That's actually the first time in a long time. Anyway,
So
so
great.
at I Green God says, in what situation or place would you feel the most out of place? This might be a good question. And everyone gets a chance to answer.
Oh, that's a hard.
I will say one of the situations I felt the most out of place was basically an all-white wedding. And what I mean by that is literally, I mean, there was literally everyone was white there. And I'm like, man, this is not my people. Like, I was like, this is just too many of one people. And I DJ to everyone all at once. And there's a mix of music that I play. And so they literally only wanted, like, I don't know, Sweet Caroline and like all these different songs. And I'm like, that's great in moderation, but I'm just like, none of y'all listen to Drake. Like, what is happening? Like, it's just so, I felt so wrong. And I couldn't DJ the way I normally DJ, which is to a bunch of different people all at once of all nationalities and colors and everything. So I was just so out of place and it felt wrong and I was not okay. But I still DJ'd and had a great time. So there. That is my out of place situation.
I thought you were gonna say all white clothing. Because
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what I was
I feel you. I would struggle too. But then you keep going.
They had
that makes sense
capes
as well.
with points. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Oh,
No, it was all white people. Like there was literally, I think,
We hear
one
you
black
now.
person there, and I was like, "What is happening? Like, what is going on? This is weird." So, yeah, anyway.
there's some places like where I grew up in Iowa. It's pretty much all straight.
Yep.
Like, yeah,
Yep.
depending on where you live.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Jason,
Jason, you better get a good one.
a vegetarian buffet.
Oh,
Sometimes food's really good. but-
I feel that.
Well, that's
you know
not a-
what? I might
that's
have to
not a-
change my answer.
That's not including like Indian food, because
Oh
Indian
yeah.
food
Okay.
kills
It's so
vegetarian.
good.
Like I could eat Indian food and you could just trick me the whole time and I would have no idea what I'm. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if it was like there's a place here in San Antonio, and I can't remember what it's called, but they make like a chicken fried steak that is all vegan vegetarian situation, and it's not bad. But it's if you didn't tell me it was a vegetarian buffet and I just showed up and it had all the stuff that looked right, I'd be like, yes.
Impossible meat.
I know. That'd be an
Hey,
expensive buffet.
Impossible meat tastes great. I don't care
It's
what
not
anybody
bad.
says.
No. I like, but yeah,
So vegetarian buffet.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. If it needs to become a thing, that sounds cool.
I want to hear
Probably seen
AJ's.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to hear AJ's response.
Have you ever been in like a Chanel store? With like the super fancy stores where there's like a security guard at the door?
I'm a plebeian.
And okay, well, same. I'm like a thrift shop girl. Jason and I were chatting beforehand about Goodwill, and I was like, yes. But yeah, I'm always so nervous that I'm gonna break anything. So anytime I'm in like a super rich fancy store where everything's over like $200 and like the most expensive thing is like $3,000, I'm just like, can I sit outside? And my friends are like, let's go in. And I'm like, okay. And I just get really nervous. Also like super fancy dinners, and I'm like, which fork do I use? And I'm trying not to be over the top. But then I always sit next to
There's
somebody.
more
I'm
than
like,
one fork?
so what's bringing you joy? And then they're like, oh yeah, great. And I'm like, okay, everybody's human, but the fancy stores, totally.
Are not human. They're aliens.
They have cool things, but it doesn't need to be that expensive.
They are made by aliens. I'm just kidding. And that's actually our next segment.
Yeah.
What's made by aliens in our rooms?
Chanel.
I swear I saw aliens once when I was like 5, but
I know. Sure
I'll know when I die. Oh
Trace.
yeah.
His new
I'll
show.
just bounce around. I feel like I'm couch surfing, but on podcast, which I'm here for.
On Suds Productions, you're basically, even though we're not under that umbrella,
Yeah,
I
don't
know a guy
pretend
who
it-
is.
Yeah, I know a guy that like is their golden child, right there. They need him for all shows at this point.
My goodness.
They're doing
Bask in it, darling.
Oh my gosh.
they were doing a show yesterday, and Jaime was saying that Trey wormed himself into it, and I put no, he poached it. He poached him, took him
my
from my
gosh.
show and put him on all his shows. This is how it is.
Nope.
I
don't remember that happening.
Oh, okay. We'll see what happens
Memory of a
on your
goldfish.
contract next week. Oh,
Oh wow. And which one is that?
getting
Because I'm not
serious.
signing anything.
well, we have a new sponsor, and we're gonna be getting paid $1 million an episode. So
Huh?
if you don't want to sign the contract, that's your problem. It's not mine. No.
Check it. Might be an Ursula contract.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
But if they're singing and dancing, run
You said what?
or stay. He said
said
if they're
when she
singing
starts
and dancing, run.
And there's green like
Yeah,
mist
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I could see how that could be bad.
piece
Well,
out.
Possessed souls on the side in the garden.
well, that show is very creepy at times. Just like
Disney gets crazy.
yeah.
Disney gets crazy.
All right. Well, I guess
Ursula
it's
gets
time
like
for-
stomach stabbed. Oh, sorry.
You said what? What'd you say?
Ursula gets stomach stabbed.
Oh,
like if
that's
you
right.
think about it.
She gets
Oh,
shanked
yeah.
by a giant ship.
Yeah.
Because she was giant. She was in
Back
the way.
to
Let's be
you.
honest. I mean, sorry. I mean, collateral damage, and I'm just kidding.
You should be paying attention when you're doing your evil villainy. Let's go. Get it right.
Stay out of the way of the ships.
She got power hungry. Anyway, Jason.
Well, now it's time for us to turn a song, make up a song using all the things we talked about today. Is there anything that you want to make sure that we put in this song, AJ?
Mermaids, potatoes, grace, and joy.
I'll make sure I
Mermaids,
use.
potatoes, grace.
Well, how did potatoes get in there?
I don't know. It's just one of my favorite random words to like. Well, because they say like potato, tomato, like it's same, but different, and so potato just kind of rolls off the tongue easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes
I
sense.
mean,
And it's
I like-
a random thing to throw in to make the song interesting.
You know, when I would do shows back in the day, I would ask for words from the audience, and the one I always got was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Of course.
And I was like, guys, I can do that with my eyes shut. Like, I don't even understand what you're trying.
Give me something hard, like
Yeah.
biscuit.
Yeah. Or once somebody gave me aorta.
Oh.
They gave me some like there was like one that was like a full like some tracheotomy or something just hard. I was like, I can't. I'll just-
Bronchitis.
Yeah,
I'm
bronchitis.
just kidding. I don't know.
But anyways, all right.
Okay.
Well, Trey, you ready to go?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Is there now? Normally we don't do this anymore, but do you want to say anything to inspire the music, AJ? That Trey, do you want to inspire Trey with some kind of theme or idea, a little Caribbean style, or I don't know?
I mean, Viking music is also great, but
Oh
you
my
sing,
gosh.
you go where your heart feels led.
AJ,
No pressure.
the problem with this is that I have to do it too, and so I don't even know how this is gonna work.
We're going on an adventure.
I did this to myself. I should have got after. This is what I get.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, can't hear you. Oh, he's working on
he's
some music.
listening.
All right, so AJ, thank you so much. Is there anything you want to plug other than anything else you want to plug today while Trey's working on the music?
Yeah, you guys can come find me at The Joy Weaver on Facebook and Instagram, thejoyguild.com. If you'd like to come join our membership group or any red tents, feel free to message me. I'd love to get you plugged in. You deserve goodness, grace, wholeness, rest. Listen to your body, tune in. You are allowed grace, and keep singing your soul song.
Amen. That's awesome. I think it's so cool that you found a publisher for the book, which is awesome. Because
me too, and they're amazing. They're great.
That's not an easy process. It's like that's why so many people self-publish these days.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna put it on Amazon, but for this, I mean, I know that this is a big thing. This isn't like a small thing, and so that's people need to talk about their feelings. It needs to happen. I know for me, like. That's usually my number one thing to tell people. Like, are you having problems with your relationship? Well, are you talking to each other?
Are you communicating?
Yeah, because if you don't I remember when I first wanted to date my wife, I was like, I need you to drop your walls. I understand that you've been hurt before, but if we can't talk about our emotions, then I'm not going to be helpful to you, because this is what I do. I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling at all times, and if that's something you can't handle, then this is probably not the relationship for you. And that's not normal. I understand that, but I think it's important to be able to talk about those things and not be afraid, because that's what makes you better. And so,
well, and our emotions come out either way, right? Whether we communicate them and we're like, bring the people on our side of like, hey, here's the things I'm struggling with, or like, hey, here's the things I'm struggling with, and I'm going to use it as a weapon against you. Like
me screaming at the poor guy at the pizza place.
Here's your sign.
It was like, sorry, buddy, I have 2 kids in the back here, and this is all that emotional stress for that situation.
Yeah. Do you know Brene Brown?
I do not.
Brene Brown's like a shame research. Check her out. She's amazing. But she talks about chandeliering. It's like when that pressure and like it's just like one thing and it's just like, ah! But yeah, totally happens to all of us. Yep.
All right, Trey, let's do this.
All right, AJ, do you have a stage name that you want to use, or is it AJ Schmidt, or?
You can call me AJ the Joy Weaver.
AJ the Joy Weaver. All right, I will
that in
try
the
not
thing.
to blow that out of. Okay.
It's okay. You can also just say Joy AJ. That's totally rad too.
Oh no, you'll see.
I botch it all the time, so we'll
perfect.
see how this works out.
Well,
I hope you guys are ready, because I got a little something.
Oh, I'm so ready.
I got to figure out what this is going to sound like.
Wait, I got to get my candle. Hold on.
All right, wait.
Okay.
Well, we've never been paused before, Trey. Nobody's ever told us to wait.
You know, if we were like at a concert. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. All right.
Yo, we got DJ Sound Effects, AJ the Joy Weaver, and Scout the Psalmist on the mic. Join us in Valhalla.
I hate you so much.
Sorry.
Hey. Oh. Now I can even tell you what I'm doing on this day. I'm looking for a dream like I'm running all the way. Talk about they power like they stuck up in their pain. Yelling out loud, I'm about to go insane. But I realize you gotta show yourself grace. Don't be afraid if you're running all this way. Don't take your emotions up all tied up. Share it with the people, don't you ever give up. Up in a red tent like you get the red wind when you never see them all. Don't see red spit like a bull. Flipping through the night if you never seen what you got to do. That's right, I'm dreaming cause I'm thinking cause I'm doing all them things you want me to stop them pursuing. Like taking 3 years to write a little book. Only if you can get the hook, stop it back, chook. And you know that sometimes you gotta flow. You gotta rep out of control. You gotta know, and maybe be a little mermaid, chilling out watching that movie like every other day. Only if you never seen, you gotta kiss the girl. You only see the light in the simple little world, and I still can't say that I'm answering people's dreams, getting AJ to sing, yes sirree. Aha, that's what we do. We gotta pursue life in the nighttime, waiting for the one true. And now we can't be afraid to ever be, afraid to ever see. Everything is me. I'm just chilling with my kids and I'm screaming out loud, wondering how if I never get a chow. And I'm eating pizza cause I never see the Lita, and I'm looking for my people and you call me Angelita. No you don't, that's weird. Why would you call me Angelita? I'm not even sure what I'm talking about. See ya later. Oh, what am I doing? I'm feeling flows, predetermined occupations, only if I didn't know. Oh no, we talked about other things. I was thinking about the light cause the light it didn't scream, and I'm wondering what I do and if I can't understand Vikings in my life, but the Vikings is the plan and I still can't see them all for the day. We gotta get it up and now I rearrange the way with the joy guild, looking back down with the fill. Do they have wizards? I just need to know if that's real, and only if I can't feel. Yes, that's amazing. Know that I would make it. Everybody is waiting for something not the truth. Only if I can't break it, now I got to be the loot. Yes, I know that I lost the quiz, but that's okay. At least I knew what the difference between a siren and hey mermaid. Only if I can't run away with a bit of lane. Only if I'm losing all my brain. Maintain games and we gotta be. I never said that I could do it like an MC. I guess this song is Dover, but now I can't say. But first I gotta say potato, hey. But now I got to rip it, you flip it and run away. Hey, you were like forever, I was stuck up in my day. Hey, you want in the middle of the time. Like I got to rip it when I rock upon a rhyme. I got new lights and it's not as cool as Trey's. But guess what? I'm never gonna be as cool as Trey. And only if I knew, but either of us will never be as dope as AJ. And what? Only if I can't get it down time with the right dime. Now I got to find my vine with the line dime. I'm losing my mind. I define it all together and I don't know why. Why am I singing this Viking rap song? I don't know.
I hope you enjoyed that, AJ.
That was absolutely fantastic. I thought it was gonna be like short, like little, like bam, and then you like kept going. I'm mad impressed. 10 for 10.
I'm out of breath, so I'm glad you're impressed.
Yeah,
Hey!
Trey, I saw Trey like giving me a side like, Jason, why are you still going? I don't know.
like,
I just kept going. I was like, I don't know what's happening right
I'm in
now.
the zone.
I was like on voice number 4 at that point. I'm like, all right, you know you've gone into the
You say what?
and I was trying to read what that says.
What else? This? All the Viking
All the
pressure.
Viking pressure.
Was that a soul song?
Oh yes, because I was nice.
Good tie-in, Echo. 10 for 10.
That was smooth. I used to always, one of the things I used to always do was pray, like rapping, and I was just like, because it makes sense. It's just how it's how I rap. Like just say how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I can't beatbox pray. Sorry.
Not yet.
She said not yet.
I've not discovered a way to beatbox spray.
I love you.
Love you. It's like Elf. I love you. I love you.
You're my daddy, and I love you.
Thank you so much, AJ, for being here.
Yeah,
Thanks
my
for
pleasure.
having a great time. It's always awesome. We'll have to have you on and actually talk mermaid. We didn't even talk about mermaid stuff, but that's cool.
More for later.
You have lots of things to talk about. So, but thank you guys for listening to the show. If you want to check out more episodes, make sure you go to our podcast and listen to all 70 something episodes. Make sure you listen to it, like it, subscribe. If you're looking for a great new website, go to nomadweb.design. They have a 24-hour access to the designer, which is normal, and you have good prices compared to normal design firms. And they made us an amazing site. Go to flows4u.com. That's the number 4, the letter u.com, and check it out. See what they make. They make some pretty awesome stuff. Again, thank you so much, guys, for listening to the show. Trey, is there I'm totally forgot lots of stuff, but Trey, is there anything else I forgot?
Yeah, if you guys want to be on the show, let us know. Like Jason said, hit us up at flows4upod.com. We got our own website you can actually message us on. And we want to hear your questions of the day because Green God's great and all on Twitter, but we want to hear some listeners' questions of the day. Make them as funny as possible, but you can also make them deep. We will make them funny. But if you guys want to be on the show, hit us up. And hopefully you can be on the show just like AJ. But I don't know if you're going to be as amazing as AJ. But
totally, in their own ways, they will also be fabulous.
Yeah,
But yes.
it's hard to be a motivational person that's all about yourself. That's not really work.
Wait, what?
Oh.
You're trying to inspire others, but you're like, all right. So the only way I can tell you to be more successful is to just think about being me. And, it really just doesn't work. A very self-centered, emotional person.
I feel like AJ is one of the most humble people I've ever met. So there.
Jeez, amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Now, AJ, this is
Guys are so
time
sweet.
for Trey to make you a song. You're gonna give him 3
I
words.
get a second song?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Did you know it's my birthday week? So this is perfect.
When is your birthday?
It was on Monday. I don't know. Monday, May 10th. So, yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I turned 326 in mermaid years.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, my fins are slightly turning silver, but it's totally cool. I've got a while left.
Jason, before I go, does she want to do a quick plug for whatever she's got
Sure
going
you
on
did.
first?
I did. We were on top of it.
You were
Like
working. We were taking
peanut butter and jelly on toast.
I was not paying attention. I'm so sorry. Anyway,
You were listening
I was trying to make
Trey.
the Viking stuff.
Trey,
Yeah.
You're literally in one of her commercials now, so I don't understand what your problem is.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Just gonna
I,
say.
if you need one, you just let me know. Me and Jason.
Yeah.
will get you.
I'll have you guys on my podcast.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't have a podcast, although I have
Don't-
thought about
AJ,
like
don't
a
say that out
mermaids
loud.
and
Jaime
mimosas.
will be sending you an email.
Jaime literally just joined the. I'm just kidding. He
He's
actually
probably
got
sending you
off,
one
but
right
he
now
hopped
with the
back in
proposal.
just because he heard
He got
that you wanted
summoned.
your own show.
I do have a candle, so
He's doing a show right now, and he stopped the show, came back on, sent you a message.
He said, "One sec, I feel called. Hold on."
the glitter pulled
Just
me.
leaves.
he's gonna have an announcement next week at our new show.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So 3 words or phrases, whatever you want them to be. They can have nothing to do with the show. And right now, just give them to me.
Cool.
Let me have it.
Evergreen, glitter, and window.
Okay. Green, glitter, and window. Perfect.
Cool.
Dope, sick, nasty. I hope you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
First, before I go, AJ, thank you so much for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you.
It was an awesome ride. Let's get it.
Indeed. Let's.
Yeah! Again, AJ, thank you so much for being on the show. You've been amazing. We didn't get to talk about mermaids, but maybe next time. Thank you guys so much for going with the comments. Jason, as always, you're awesome, man. You blew away the freestyle, so let's see what I can do. Let's get it! Yeah! Got 3 words tonight, let's get it right. What's my favorite tree? It's the evergreen. I wonder if they make it into a gum. Would it be minty or would it have a pine cone on the side? Let's see. Let's eat it and find out if a tree is to sprout out of my mouth. I hope without a doubt. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's put some glitter on the side to make it sparkle. Wow. And I'ma keep it going. Let's see what's outside. To the window, to the wall, to the toilet in the hall. Ha ha, I said toilet because I couldn't say what else I was thinking in my mind. Let's keep it going. Mermaid tails hanging up on the wall. They're glowing just like glitter, looks like snow. Powdered snow on the wall. Let's get it, let's go. Jason, take us home.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We can't wait to see you next week. Next week, we're having my awesome friend Bimo, and we'll be talking about t-shirts, which is amazing. He has a t-shirt pop-up truck, which is amazing. Anyways, check that out next week, and we love you. AJ, stay on for a little bit, and we'll talk to you. And thank you so much, everybody else. We're not going to talk to you, but we'll talk to you next week. Please leave us a message.
Let's get it!
Yeah, I'm pressing the button.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we